Hello again, folks. Yeah, this is Scott again, where Scotty's cooking. If you smell smoke, you know you're here. Today's demonstration, this is an experiment. I'm not sure if it's actually going to work. I'm going to make a diabetic candy bar. Okay. I'm not sure how many candy bars it's going to make. I have one of these things I bought at Walmart. They were $4. I ordered 4 of them on Amazon for like $7, which will be here Tuesday. But I was a little anxious to try this to see how good it's going to work. And what you got to do is you got to buy one. This is 1 8-ounce bag of 100% cocoa Dutch process as cocoa powder. Okay, premium baking powder, and this was $4.50 a bag at Walmart. And then what you gotta do is, versus buying regular sweetener, because you got to have some sort of sweetener, because itself the cocoa powder itself has no flavor to it whatsoever. It's just used as a filler. I'm using stevia, and I'm using 10 packs of this, which this one here was an 80 pack, which was it $4? $4 for an 80 pack, whatever. And I just put some there in a little container, a little measuring device here, and I put 10 packs. So today's experiment is going to be 10 packs of the stevia. Remember, this isn't the sweetener, this is the stevia plant, the extract. That's what you want. You know what I mean? It's slower acting, and it's not the real made up sugar. It's actually the stuff that's made from a plant, so it's totally different. Okay? And then they said cocoa butter is what you're supposed to buy. I went to 3 stores. Nobody knew what I was talking about. Nobody could find it. It seems like you got an online order for cocoa butter, so I don't know why that's such an issue. So I'm just going to try. That's why I say this is an experiment. We'll see how it's going to work. I just bought 16 ounce of regular great value butter. Okay, and this was a $3 investment, so it's $3 there. This was $4.50, and the stevia, which I'm not using a whole lot. And what you do is you're going to melt the butter in here at medium to low heat, whatever, and then you stir in this, and you stir in the sugar, and you melt it all together. You stir it up, make sure there's no no bubbles in it, and make sure it's all thinned out and stuff like that. And what I'm going to do too, as far as the online ingredients, some people actually use a little bit of milk with it, which I'm probably going to do. I'm going to use just 1 cup of milk to go along with the ingredients, along with the butter, because I'm not sure on that, because, like I said, because it says cocoa butter and I'm using regular butter. I don't know what the difference is, or nobody could seem to tell me. I have to go into 3 different stores, whatever. Nobody seemed to have it or knew what the hell I was talking about. So meanwhile, I'm going to try it, and what you're supposed to do is pour it into these molds while it's hot after I boil it. And you let it set for 2 or 3 hours, and you got a candy bar. And because this is made out of silicone, it's supposed to pop right out. But because I'm not sure how much is this actually going to make, I have some of these TV dinner plastic trays, and I figured I could probably break the chocolate out of this, so that's why I'm going to put them in until the Amazon one comes in. All right, so give me a minute here, and I'm going to heat this up, and we'll see how this works. Okay, we put the 4 sticks of butter, which is getting it to melt here. You put it on the low or the medium heat, supposedly. I guess you don't want to burn this stuff like if you were making chocolate pie or something like that, which I haven't done in a very long time. I always buy the instant pie, the graham cracker crust, and I buy the instant pudding. You buy the snack packs, whatever. You get 4 for $1.25, and I make that, and I make my own pies. That makes it quick and simple and fast, whatever. But the old-fashioned way, my mother used to make it from scratch, whatever, and that was the best chocolate pie that you could actually get. So we're going to get all this melted, okay, and then we're going to put in, like I say, the 8 ounces of cocoa Dutch processing. I guess the darker the chocolate is the better and healthier for you. That's what my sister was telling me on the phone. And I guess there's less carbs and stuff like that, and it's better for you for blood clotting and everything else, supposedly. So I don't know. Just what I was told. And like I said, we're using 10 bags of the stevia extract, which is from a plant, not the sucrose artificial sugar stuff. It's actually made from a plant, so you want to use that. So there is a difference. So once we get this down, I don't want it boiling, just want it hot, whatever, and I'm going to mix all this in. And we'll put it in a mold and let it set. Maybe I'll put it in the freezer or the refrigerator. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing yet, but let this melt a little bit, get all that out of there. Got sticks still on the bottom. Okay, I took the full 16 ounces bag of the chocolate, and I'm dumping it in here with the margarine after melting it all that. And I got more to put in here. So this would be the whole bag. Like I say, this is all an experiment. I'm not sure how much, what's going to take, whatever. So I used a full 4 sticks of butter, 1 full bag of this, and then I mix it in 10 bags of the stevia. Okay, and along with that, I'm putting 1 cup of milk. Some people do it, some people don't. Okay, so I'm just going more in detail than what some of the people online are actually doing. And I got this on low heat, and we're going to stir all this. Make sure all the bubbles out. I don't know, this pan likes to spin on this, whatever. And mix it all in here. Might turn up the heat in a minute, whatever. It's not boiling here after putting milk and stuff in it. Wow, it looks just like a pie. You know, when you make a chocolate cake, whatever. That's what. Ooh, that's pretty thick. I'm That is weird. I wonder why it's so thick. Maybe because I gotta turn the heat up a little bit. All right, I turned the heat down a little bit. I didn't want to burn things. I'm famous for burning stuff, so I don't want to do that. So we're gonna heat this all up, get it nice, so it kind of like a little runny. Wow, it's getting really thick. I don't know if it's supposed to be a little thinner. I don't want to burn it. I got it. Oh my God, I can't believe that. Holy crap, that's pretty. All right, I'm going to set the camera down, and I'm going to stir this up, hopefully get it a little looser. That's pretty thick. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be that thick or a little more runnier so it pours into the molds. But like I say, it's an experiment, so bear with me 2 seconds. Okay, for some reason, stirring this up, whatever, there's a little bit more, looks like the butter, whatever, is still in the bottom. And it's kind of chunky. It's not more like when you do a cake mix, whatever. It's kind of like chunky and lumpy, so it must be that actual cocoa butter makes a difference rather than regular butter, because it just doesn't seem to be the same velocity, I guess you would say, whatever. And so I poured it in a mold. I'm not sure if it's going to harden up. Like I say, this is an experiment. Hopefully it does work, whatever. I'll know in a couple hours. I'll drop it in the freezer and see if it holds up, and rock it. I'll see if it turns into a candy bar, and I'll take the rest of it and put it in those molds. But I did end up adding 10 more packs, so it's actually 20. I used 20 packs of this, 1 full bag of the cocoa powder, a full thing of butter in it, and we'll see how it tastes. Hopefully it tastes good, whatever. I'm going to finish taking this while it's kind of clumpy, and it's not, like I say, it's just not the same. So, but I didn't burn it, whatever, and I turned down the low heat, and I tried to mix it a little longer, whatever, and for some reason it's still a little runny on the bottom, whatever, like the oil didn't, the butter didn't absorb into the coconut powder like it was supposed to. But I'll let you know how this turns out. Like I say, I'll freeze this, and I'll show you. I'll add the video on to the end of this clip. All right, so far we spooned out the chocolate, and that was with the full 16-ounce bag. And like I say, these are thicker than the normal molds that we use for the candy bar thing. But like I say, I ordered 4 of those on Amazon for $6. And that way it'll give you the ribs. It looks just like a candy bar, so you can break it apart. So that made quite a bit. The only difference is I added an extra 10 packs of the stevia, which is, I made 20 packs of that, and I added 2 cups of milk. And for some reason, it was still awful chunky, and it doesn't pour out like a cake mix would. It was kind of like, I don't know, it was clunky, whatever. Almost like the oil didn't blend it the way it was supposed to blend it, whatever. So apparently maybe that makes a night and day difference, but I don't know why none of the stores carry it or don't have cocoa butter anywhere. And I mean, they sent me over to the pharmacy, whatever, but that's the stuff you rub on your body, not the stuff you cook with. But meanwhile, I'm going to freeze all this, and I'll show you the end results. This is all I have for now. I'll add it to the end of this video, and then I'll upload it to YouTube to let you know how the experiment went, and let you know what my honest opinion is on this. And I'll end up doing it again. I'll just have to find the research and find the store that actually has the regular cocoa butter, and I'm sure it'll probably melt and be the velocity that I need to be able to do this correctly. But meanwhile, I'll see what it does. I added some Rice Krispies to a couple of these, and these are quite thick compared to this mold. So hopefully, I'll put them in the freezer for a couple hours, see if it freezes up. All right, have a nice day. This is Scott again from Look Who's Cooking. If you see smoke, you know you're in my kitchen. I'll add the end results to this video. Hello again, folks. I'm back. I've been out doing some work, and I come back, and my chocolate candy bar that I made, whatever, it's been in the freezer for probably 4 or 5 hours. It says let set for like 2 to 3 hours, whatever, but like I said, I put it in the freezer, so I don't know if maybe that's the proper way to do it. Don't know what it is, but this is how the candy bar come out in the mold. Hopefully it breaks apart. You see the backside is a little bit rough, whatever. Let me break this and see if it breaks apart like a regular candy bar. Well, didn't quite break the way I wanted it to, but Maybe once I let it come to room temperature, better. So let me give it I'll give it a try, and I'll taste this and see what it tastes like. Yeah. Creamy. Got a dark chocolate taste. Yeah. I'd recommend doing it. Now this is really thick. So imagine, I don't know what the molds are like that I ordered on Amazon. It was like $7 for 4 molds. But this is really thick, so I'm sure it probably take much less time to be able to make them, because the candy bars are really thin. This is like 4 times the size of a candy bar, so these molds are really thick. So I imagine you might be able to make maybe 15 candy bars or better with the batter, being the normal size, but these are really thick. So overall, I'd recommend doing this, but I'm still going to try to find the cocoa butter somewhere, or find a suitable substitution, because the butter just wasn't really, it did it, but it didn't really, it doesn't feel more like the candy bar, you know what I mean? It's kind of, I'll let it set, and maybe in room temperature, maybe it'll act a little different than other coming out of the freezer. But have a good day. Hope you like my review.